Hello students and learners, welcome to the new lecture, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the multiple choice questions test. So each question carries 20 marks. It means 20 questions into 1 is equal to 20 marks. So total 20 marks, and we will discuss about this question paper, that is the key paper discussion. The first question is about carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide turns lime solution into, it means, so if you take a lime solution, so the lime solution, if we introduce carbon dioxide into the lime solution, what will be the color after some time? So this lime solution turns into milky white. Okay, the milky white means the carbon dioxide is going to react with the lime water, and as a result, after some time, this lime water turns into milky white appearances. So the correct option is milky white. So it will be not yellow, and milky blue will be not, and none. So these three options can be eliminated, and only this option could be right. Okay, so next question is the relaxation of diaphragm causes. So what is the diaphragm that we have to discuss the first? So let us consider these are the lungs. Okay, these are the lungs, and right after the lungs you can see a muscular organ that is known as diaphragm. Okay, this is the diaphragm, and this diaphragm, what it will do, it helps in the exchanging of the gas, or it helps in the increase and decrease of the chest cavity, so based upon the moving up and down. Okay, so what the question is about, the question is about relaxation. So what is meant by relaxation? Relaxation means this diaphragm is going to move up, and it going to attain a dome shape. So when it is contracted, it will be the flat shape. Okay, so when the dome shape is attained, that is nothing but the relaxation. Relaxation is nothing but a decrease in the chest cavity. So hence, based on this question and based on this diagram, we can say when it is relaxed, it is going to move up. When it is move up, the chest cavity decreases. So hence, the first option is that decreases the volume of the chest cavity is the perfect answer, and next increase will not be the correct, and the third option is also not correct, and fourth option is also not the correct. And next is the deflection of the deflection of food and air is performed by, so which organ is going to help in the deflection of the food and air? Okay, so the first, the tongue is only going to help in the mastication of the food material, means helps in the movement of the food material in the mouth for the mastication process. So this is the not correct answer. Next is the diaphragm. Just now we have discussed about the diaphragm. The diaphragm is only going to help in the exchanging or increase and decrease of the chest cavity for the proper respiration or breathing. So the diaphragm is also not correct. And the nostrils, they are helping in the taking of the air from the external environment. It is also not the correct answer. So epiglottis. So epiglottis is the organ which helps in the deflection of the food and air. Example, here you can see this is the esophagus. Okay, so now this is the pharynx. Okay, right after the pharynx, it will divide into two. It divide into two tubes. So this is known as trachea, the first. Okay, towards the chest cavity, this is the trachea, and this is the esophagus. So here will be this epiglottis will be present. So this epiglottis is going to help in the separation when the person is eating. So this epiglottis will close this tube, that is nothing but the starting point of the trachea, hence the food go in this way. So when the person is taking air, so this will be opened, and as a result the air enters directly into the trachea. Okay, so hence we can say the epiglottis is the main important organ responsible for the deflection of the food and air. So if this trachea doesn't work properly, what will happen? The food enters into the trachea. As a result, the person will suffer a lot. Why? Because the food material should not be entered into the trachea. It will interfere with the respiration process or breathing process. Okay, the next is the tiny sac like structures in the lungs. So what are the tiny sacs in the lungs? That is nothing but we will eliminate one by one option. So all could not be the answer. This cannot be the answer. So next is the bronchus. So what is the bronchus? It is a fine division of the trachea. Okay, it is not the correct answer, and this is the trachea. So trachea. Okay, the trachea will not be the correct answer. And next, the first option will be the alveoli. So this alveoli, in the last classes also we have discussed, these are tiny sac like structures. Okay, these tiny sac like structures, they are going to help in the exchanging of the gases. Okay, so they have the tiny single cell walled. Okay, they help in the exchanging of the gases from the alveoli to the blood capillaries. Okay, so these are the tiny sac-like structures. These tiny sac-like structures present in the lungs, hence the answer is alveoli. Okay, and next is the question related to it, that is nothing but increase in surface area of the lungs is due to. So first of all we have to discuss what is meant by surface area. So let us consider this is a cube. Okay, the outer structure is nothing but a surface area. Okay, this is a structure is known as a surface area. Okay, so in the question what they are asking about surface area of lungs. Surface area of lungs means, so let us consider this is a lung. Okay, they are not asking about the surface area, they are asking the surface area of internal structures of the lungs. Okay, in the lungs what we can see, in the lungs we can see alveoli. Okay, these lungs contains alveoli, tiny sac-like structures. Here you can see the tiny sac-like structures that are balloon shaped structures, that is known as alveoli. This alveoli is present in the lungs. Okay, it means the surface area of the lungs is mainly due to the sac-like structures which is present in the lungs. They are known as alveoli. Okay, the pharynx is not correct answer. The alveoli is the correct answer. If the alveoli is correct option for this question, the larynx and all these are not perfect answers. So we can go for the this option, that is alveoli is going to increase the surface area of the lungs. Okay, and next is blood is red in color due to. So if you see the blood is red in color due to one pigment. Okay, that is nothing but what, so pigment is nothing but a color, so the color is not responsible for the red color, so this is not correct answer. Next is the RBC. So in the blood there are different types of the cells, RBC, WBC and so on. So this is not the correct answer. And we know that there is a pigment, the pigment is present in the RBC. Okay, what is that pigment? Next, myoglobin. It is present in the muscle, so it is also not correct. And next, the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a pigment that is present in the RBC, so it is responsible for the red color. It means this hemoglobin is going to give the color to the RBC. This RBC is present in the blood, hence the blood is red in color. Okay, next is the respiration. So respiration process is, what is the respiration process? Anabolic process, catabolic process, metabolic and life process. So we have to eliminate the answers. Why? Because it is a little bit tricky question. So respiration is what? First we have to eliminate the life process. Why? Because in the life process there are different types of the process that is present in the life process, so hence it could not be correct. So in the life process we can see digestive process, excretory process, respiratory process and so on. So this is not a perfect answer. So next, the metabolic process. In the last classes also we have seen the metabolic process is nothing but the sum of catabolic and anabolic reaction. So catabolic plus anabolic. So this metabolic process is also not perfect answer. So next is the anabolic process. Anabolism means what? It is about building up of some materials, so that is anabolic process. Example, photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is nothing but the anabolic process. Here in the photosynthesis we can see the buildup of glucose molecules and some other process will be seen. So anabolic process is not also, it is also not correct answer. So the remaining option is catabolic process. Yes, the respiration is a catabolic process. How it is a respiratory process? In the respiration we can see the glucose molecule. The glucose molecule is broken down. So the glucose molecule is broken down to produce the energy. Okay, so hence we can say it is the glucose molecules are destroyed in the respiratory process, hence the catabolic process is an example for the respiration. Okay, so next, ethanol. Ethanol is the end product of. So in the ethanol is nothing but it is a ethyl alcohol. So how this ethanol is produced? So first is the aerobic respiration. It is not the perfect answer. Why? Because aerobic respiration, it is about to produce more amount of energy, so it is not perfect answer. And next, the anaerobic respiration, because in the last class also we have seen during the anaerobic respiration some amount of alcohol is produced. Yes, it is up to a little bit correct answer. And next is the fermentation. Yes, anaerobic respiration is also a process of the fermentation. It is also correct. So if these two are correct, we have to go for another option to eliminate. So what they are asking here, what they are saying, the both anaerobic respiration and fermentation. Yes, it is the perfect answer. Both are correct. So hence we can go for this option. That option is both anaerobic respiration and fermentation. It is the correct option for the ethanol production. Okay. So next is the ATP. So what is meant by ATP? ATP means adenosine triphosphate. So in this molecule ATP, we can see there is some amount of energy is hidden in it. Okay. So ATP is produced by the mitochondria, that we all know that let us consider this is a cell, and the cell contains the nucleus. Along with the nucleus there are some mitochondria is present. These mitochondria main function is to produce the ATP. So this ATP contains some energy of the cell. This energy is utilized by the cell to work. So this is the ATP. So let us consider this is the adenosine, and also this is a sugar. It contains phosphates. Okay, 3 phosphates. So when this phosphate is broken down, it leads to the formation of only 2 phosphates. That is nothing but this is ATP, means 3 phosphates are present. When it is broken down, so energy will be released, and it turns the ATP turns into ADP. Okay, so what is ADP? Adenosine diphosphate. Here you can see only 2 phosphates, 1 and 2, hence we can call it as a diphosphates. So here we can know that this ATP is nothing but it has some amount of energy, and we can call it as energy currency of cell. Why? Because this energy is utilized by the cell to work. Okay, and this is the perfect answer. So ATP is not a protein, it is not vitamin, and it is not glucose. So the perfect answer is energy currency of cell. Okay, and remember this ATP is produced by the mitochondria. Okay, the production of the energy is high in. So in which process there is a maximum amount of the energy production? So first is anaerobic respiration. So what is anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration means no oxygen. Okay, without oxygen. Here in this process oxygen is not utilized. Why? Because there is some process like bacteria and so on, they are not going to utilize oxygen for the production of the energy. So next is a fermentation. It is also correct. So it is also oxygen, no oxygen utilization. So if oxygen is not utilized during the cellular respiration, there is the less amount of energy is produced. Okay. So next we have to go for another process. So glycolysis. So glycolysis is going to occur in the cells, and it is also don't require oxygen much, and much oxygen is not required. And next, aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means oxygen is essential. Oxygen is essential. So hence in this process oxygen is utilized. If the oxygen is utilized, there is production of the more energy. The more energy is produced. Okay, hence we can go for this option, that is the production of energy is high in aerobic respiration. Okay, this option is correct. And next is cellular respiration required. So what is cellular respiration? In the cellular respiration, let us consider this is a cell, and the cell has a nucleus along with some other cell organelles. Okay, so what happens in the cellular respiration? The glucose molecules enter into the cells. Okay, so these glucose molecules will be broken down in the cytoplasm into pyruvates. Okay, these pyruvates enters into the mitochondria for further more production of the energy. So here we can see in the cellular respiration, especially in the mitochondria, we need 2 compounds, that is nothing but oxygen. Okay, the main oxygen is utilized. This oxygen is utilized for the oxygen plus pyruvates, that is the products of the glucose is utilized for the production of the more and more energy. So hence we can say the oxygen is required in cellular respiration, and also the glucose is also required. So mainly these two compounds are required, or 2 chemical substances are required. So we have to check these 2 options are present in these 2 compounds are present in the options or not. Yes, the first one is carbon dioxide is present. First one, oxygen is present. Okay, next carbon dioxide is not useful. So we have to eliminate this option. Next glucose. Yes, this is also present. And if these two are correct, so there should be an option which satisfies these two options. The last option is both oxygen and glucose. Yes, it is correct. So the perfect answer is last option, that is both oxygen and glucose. Hence we can eliminate the oxygen and glucose. This is the perfect answer. The perfect answer for the cellular respiration is both oxygen and glucose. Okay, and here the next question is Janus green bee turns pink due to. So here in this flask, in the experiment, in the yeast experiment, we have taken the flask. Okay, let us consider this is the flask. Okay, the flask we have prepared everything like glucose solution and also yeast. We have added the yeast and so on. Everything is over. And before we initiate the experiment, we have to check whether the glucose solution contains oxygen or not. Okay, whether the oxygen is present or not, we have to check for it. So we have to add Janus green bee. It is an indicator. What is an indicator? Indicator is nothing but any chemical substance or any physical substance, especially here the chemical substance. So this Janus green bee is a chemical substance which will let us know whether the oxygen is present or not in it. So if oxygen is present, it will show some other color, and if oxygen is not present, it will stay as it is. And if oxygen is present, if the oxygen is present, it is going to show the pink color. Okay, so here the main important compound is oxygen only, so that we are not concerned about the carbon dioxide. This is not a perfect answer. So yes, oxygen is a main important component here in this experiment. We have to make sure that oxygen is not present in the glucose solution. So this is only reason to confirm we are adding the Janus green bee into the solution. So carbon dioxide, oxygen, it is not a perfect answer. Next, fourth is the ethanol. So we are not at all interested in ethanol to check, so it is also not perfect. So the Janus green bee turns pink due to oxygen only. If oxygen is present, it is going to turn into pink color. Okay, so next is a metabolic process is a sum of. So what is a metabolic process? Metabolic process, just now we have discussed, the metabolic process is a sum of anabolic and also catabolic process. Okay, and if these two options are satisfied up to some extent, so we have to go for the third option, anabolic and catabolic process. Yes, it is a perfect answer. If this answer is perfect, or if this option is perfect, so another options are wrong. So and catabolic is wrong, anabolic is also wrong. So the perfect answer for the metabolic process is the sum of anabolic and also catabolic process. Okay, so next is aerial roots are seen in. First of all, what is aerial roots? Aerial roots means these are the roots that will be present in the air. Okay, so especially let us consider this is the land. Okay, it is a plant. Okay, so the plant is present and it has the roots. So in the general process, the roots are going to take air which is present in the soil. So let us know this is the soil. The soil contains a little bit amount of air. This amount of air is taken by the roots. Okay, but what happens here when the land is covered with the water, so there is no there will be no air which enters into the soil. So what will happen? These roots are going to come up into the air. So that is nothing but aerial roots. Aerial means air, roots means the root, it's a plant organ. Okay, so these roots are present in the air, we are calling it as a aerial roots. This condition is only when the land is covered with water. So that is waterlogged areas. Yes, these roots are present in the waterlogged areas, especially they are known as mangroves. Okay, so water deficient areas, water deficient means no water areas, so it is not at all possible. Mountains, so mountains are not covered with water, so it is also not perfect, and all is also not perfect. So aerial roots are seen in plants that grow in waterlogged areas. They are known as mangroves. Okay, so next is energy rich compound is. What is energy rich? It means energy rich compound is nothing but any compound which contains energy or high energy. So just now we have discussed adenosine ATP, ADP. Okay, we have discussed ATP, ADP, and ATP. So what about AMP? AMP means adenosine monophosphate. So let us consider this is the adenosine triphosphate. Okay, three phosphates. So when it is broken down, it is going to produce energy. This terminal phosphate is going to broken down, leading to the formation of ADP. Okay, adenosine diphosphate. Okay, this is ATP and this is ADP. Here you can see 1 and 2 phosphates. Again, if it is broken down, it will release some amount of energy. It will have only how many phosphates? It have only one phosphate. This is known as AMP. Okay, AMP, ADP, and ATP. Which one is more? Which compound contains more amount of energy? Obviously ATP is going to have more amount of energy, or it is the energy rich compound. So check whether the ATP is present or not. Yes, here the ATP is present. So here in this case AMP is wrong, ADP is wrong, all is also wrong. So the correct option for this question is ATP is the energy rich compound. Okay, and remember ATP is also energy currency of cell. So next is the lenticels. So lenticels are present on where the lenticels are present. So in the previous classes also we have discussed. Let us consider this is a plant. Okay, so the plant has a stem. On the stem you can see small elevations. If you zoom out here, so if you zoom in here, this is the plant stem. Okay, it contains a small elevation. So these small elevations are going to help in the exchanging of the gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen. They work almost like a stomata, but the stomata is different, lenticels are different. These lenticels are present on the stem. Check for the option whether the stem is present in the question in the options or not. So the leaves do not contain lenticels. Roots also do not contain lenticels. Yes, the stem is present. So next, young leaves also do not contain lenticels. The correct option for this question is the stem. Lenticels are present on the stem. Okay, next, muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue is due to, what is meant by muscle fatigue? A pain in the leg, that is nothing but a muscle fatigue. So this is due to, first option is accumulation of lactic acid. So what is lactic acid? How the lactic acid is accumulated in the muscles? Okay, when the person is doing strenuous exercise, especially during running or some kind of exercise, what happens? The muscles will utilize all oxygen and there will be less amount of oxygen. The less amount of oxygen leads to a process that is known as anaerobic respiration. During the anaerobic respiration, what happens? The glucose molecules are broken down without oxygen. It leads to the production of the lactic acid. This lactic acid is going to cause some kind of pain in the muscles, that is known as muscle fatigue. Okay, so we will go for the other options whether they are correct or not. More oxygen, it is not at all correct, and high glucose, it is also not correct, and obesity is also not correct. So the correct option for the muscle fatigue is accumulation of the lactic acid. Okay, next is cytoplasm is a site of cellular respiration in. Okay, so cytoplasm is a site of cellular respiration in which organisms? Okay, higher plants, higher animals, prokaryotes, and eukaryotes. Okay, the correct option is eukaryotes. How this is the correct option? Eukaryotes are nothing but organisms which have the cytoplasm. Okay, so organism is cytoplasm, and prokaryotes, and also higher plants and higher animals. So almost all these looks similar. Okay, all these options look similar, and we have to check which option is correct. Okay, so higher plants. So in the higher plants we can see there is a mitochondria also. Okay, the mitochondria is also present in it. So the cytoplasm is not only the a place for the cellular respiration. So hence we cannot go for this option. Higher animals, in the higher animals like animals and human beings, the cytoplasm is not only the site for the cellular respiration. It is also not correct. And in the prokaryotes means what? The bacteria. Okay, so the bacteria is example for the prokaryote. It has cytoplasm, it doesn't have the mitochondria. So it is up to some extent it is correct. And eukaryotes Eukaryotes means both plants and animals comes under the eukaryotes. So it is also not perfect. Why? Because they have the mitochondria for the cellular respiration. So among these we can go for the prokaryotes. So prokaryotes are the best option for this question. Okay, in the prokaryotes we can see only the cytoplasm is available for the cellular respiration. Okay, so next, windpipe is also known as, what is a windpipe? Windpipe means a small organ or a organ which is looking like a tube which is carrying the air. Okay, windpipe is also known as, here you can see in this case. Okay, so again it will divide into two structures for the lungs. So this is the whole, this thing is known as the windpipe. Here you can see a trachea. Okay, especially this is the trachea, this region, it helps in the movement of the air. Okay, so trachea is correct, and esophagus is not correct. Why? Because this is the esophagus. Okay, this esophagus helps in the flow of food material. Okay, so movement of the food material. So it is also not, it is not correct. And larynx, it is not, larynx is not correct. Why? Because here there will be a larynx which helps in the voice box, which it is also known as voice box. It helps in exchanging of the gases. Okay, it's not exchanging, it is helps in the production of the sound. Okay, production, here this is the larynx. Okay, it has a slit like structure, and it is going to vibrate. When the larynx is going to vibrate, here you can see the production of the sounds. Okay, larynx is also not correct option for this question. And next is bronchioles, it is also not correct. So the correct option is a trachea. Okay, it is a windpipe. So the respiration is a process of, what is the respiration? So respiration means the production of the energy by utilizing oxygen plus glucose. So it leads to the production of the energy. Okay, oxygen plus glucose is utilized for the production of the energy. So we will go for this option. So first option is absorption of food. So it is not perfect. Why? Because here the oxygen is not utilized over here. And next is the excretion of the food material. That is nothing, it comes under the excretory process. And next, the final utilization of the food, it is up to some extent it is correct. And digestion of the food material, it is also not correct. So hence we can go for the option, the final utilization of the food material. Why the final utilization of the food material is the respiration? Here the oxygen is utilized and also glucose is utilized. Together they are going to help in the production of the energy. So hence we can say that the final utilization of the food material is the respiration. Okay, and I hope this lecture is helpful to you. And if you want to write an exam, the link for the exam is available in the description. We can go in the description and click on the link. Okay, so exam, and after that you can see a link. Click on the link and it will take you to the exam. You can write the exam and click on submit. When you click on the submit option, so after submitting you can see the score. Okay, so you have to click on the view score. If you click on the view score, you will see how many marks you got, and you can check how much perfect concept is in you. Okay, so this is about exam and so on. And in the next lecture we will discuss another topic. Okay.